Good morning. Welcome to another edition of In the Field with Scott Courville. Today, I'm going to take you through the process of installing drainage pipe onto our project. Since the last time we were together, we've had quite a few rain days, which has delayed the project quite a bit, but we are starting to take shape. We've been able to have good days where we've imported usable borrowed material to build our embankment that our road's going to be on top of. We've put in several different drainage structures, including a double barrel 5-foot by 6-foot box culvert, and we are in the process of adding remaining drainage to our project. Today we're going to be installing this arch pipe that's behind me, and I'll show you how that goes and some of the important inspection points along with that. Before we even begin really installing the pipe, first thing you want to do is, once the pipe and the boxes are delivered to the job site, before they're unloaded, you want to make sure that you inspect each one of the pipe to make sure they're acceptable. You want to make sure that the concrete's properly coated with steel. You want to make sure that rim neck, or in some cases the rubber gaskets, have been provided, and that all of the plug seals have been delivered with them as well. You want to check the spigots and the bells to make sure that a proper seal will be made once they are joined together, and that there is no obvious deficiencies that would cause the pipe to be rejected or not work properly once they are installed. Same inspection points go for the box structures as well. You want to make sure that your box openings will fit the pipe that's being delivered. In this case, we're going to be putting arch pipe in on one side with round pipe on the other. You want to verify that the boxes and the pipe are actually for the correct project. In this case, it's labeled ARA 170. You want to check that compared to your paperwork as well, and verify that the proper products are being delivered to your job site. These stakes to the left and the right side of the box are for alignment, so that the contractor knows exactly where the center of the box should be whenever the box is installed. We will have multiple structures that will be tied into this box, including the pipeline that we're laying now. We'll also have a pipe that'll be going to the right of the box, and another one that'll be coming directly back toward me. We'll have an identical set on the other side of the roadway whenever this is done. But in order to start laying our arch pipe, which you can see on the left of the excavator, we have to make sure our box is set properly. And we also have our laser level set up right in front of us. Let's go ahead and check to make sure it's on the proper slope. And if you remember, it was supposed to be 0.17. Here you can see 0.16. That's close for what we're looking for. Once our operator starts to excavate our trench, the next part is that we put a geotextile fabric inside to prevent the rock and pipe from settling down. It'll keep it in place. After our Geo Fabric has been put down, our next step is to put in a bedding material. In this case, we're putting 610 limestone. It'll be put into about a rough grade. In this case, we're looking for about 6 inches. And the contractor will make final grade using the laser level to get it right on point. Then they'll compact it, and then we'll start placing our first joints of pipe. So our contractor's got a few joints of pipe into the ground, and while they were doing that, I was inspecting to make sure the ram neck was put in place, that all the joints were properly seated and tightly sealed, that the Geo Fabric around each of the joints was properly wrapped and overlapped and tied down, as you see that they're doing right now. What we'll be doing next will be to add some limestone backfill up about halfway through the pipe, and then we will wrap the entire pipe with the Geo Fabric that lines the bedding and make sure that's properly overlapped as well. After that, we'll start backfilling with borrowed material. And of course, we have density tests that go involved with this as well. We want to make sure our contractor is backfilling everything to 95% compaction as per the plans and specs. That has been a brief introduction into drainage pipe install, and that covers not only the pipe but the structures as well. And there's a little bit more that goes into it that I wasn't able to capture today. Hopefully I'll be able to do that on another day, as well as adding other key features when we start doing soil cement and adding asphalt road base, and we finally start getting into the good stuff at the roundabout. As long as the weather stays nice, and it's hot outside right now, so everybody stay hydrated, stay safe, and stay tuned for another edition of In the Field with Scott Courville.